Three changes in the Leeds side. Eric Bakker replaces the suspended David Batty. Gary Kelly comes in for Danny Mills. And most predictably, Robbie Keane gives young Alan Smith a well-deserved rest. The remainder of the side played against Valencia when no substitutes were used. The whole squad, incidentally, is staying overnight in London before flying out to Spain tomorrow morning. Arsene Wenger's changes are brought about because of international calls for Kanu and Laren. So two who were substitutes last week at Derby come into the side, Pires and Henry. And among the substitutes today is Dennis Bergkamp, who's been out of the side for 8 matches with an Achilles problem and will now be hoping to get the chance to make a bid for a cup final place. Well, you might wonder how today's referee is feeling with 7 players booked in the match here last year and 8 booked when the two sides met in November at Ellen Road. Man in charge is Peter Jones. And Decor gets the ball away before the first challenge by Vieira. Those two involved in a bit of a fracas back in November. It's quite a lively breeze. You can see the strength there. Stumbled by Bakker, seized upon by Grimondi. Henry played in for Viltord. Just a touch from Ferdinand, and a significant touch it was. Cross from Henry, but just that little movement took it away from Viltord. Viltord, Vieira, Grimondi, Adams, a little fortunate, I think. Dixon, given away by Bakker. Henry, good strike. Very well turned away. Henry level with Emil Heskey with a total of 22 goals this season. 2 behind Stewart in the Premiership. Keen to close that gap. 2 strong fists together, turned it away. Keown on the goal line. Several others trying to find a bit of room. Hit rather longer than intended, I suspect. Here's Vieira, beaten to it by Matteo, clearance by Viduka. Cole popping up on the right. Arsenal pushing the ball around really well, but good position by Bakker and calmly done for Leeds. Good decision by Viduka. And with some quality too. Dacour. Starting as a very bright open match, obviously is going to be very competitive. Dacour. Here, Pat Rice. Come on, Robert. There's a feeling that sometimes that particular Frenchman has to be driven a bit in the start of the Premiership. Pires. Nice check out. Viltord. Henry on the penalty spot. Ljungberg on the right. Ashley Cole in possession. Viltord again. And here's Ljungberg! Goal! Dear, oh dear. Well, I don't think I'm being unfair when I say he's missed a sitter. Found himself a beautiful position. Headed it back from whence the goalkeeper had moved, so he hoped, but far, far too high. Gift wrapped. postponed. Perez. It's a good ball. Ljungberg. Henri. Nicely sorted out. Ljungberg! That's a lovely goal. Very nice for the Swede, who missed the opportunity earlier. Good combination between Henri and Ljungberg. And Arsenal lead by 1-0 as we come towards the end of the 17th minute. Took it cleanly. A goal of style. Dacourt, keen on the run. Adams can't get to him, but he gave him the chance. It needed the first-time shot, and Keane wasn't prepared to go for it. Great ball by Dacourt. Adams isn't going to make it if he shoots now, but he didn't. Tony Adams, 656 games ago that he made his debut, replacing the injured David O'Leary back in November 1983, that was. And Robbie Keane looking in some trouble. Couldn't play on Tuesday, but they need him today. It's a goal kick. Jason Wilcox is the most likely substitute, I suppose. Arsenal pressing for a second on the stroke of half-time. Dixon! Fine save! Oh, he's very hot at the moment, Nigel Martin. That was a great stop. Good, strong arm and hand turning it away, because he got hold of that, Dixon. On comes Jason Wilcox, and David Seaman doesn't show a reaction to the save, but will be impressed by the performance there of his England colleague. Dacourt, Bakker. But as through the 45 minutes, Mr. Jones has made the decisions, and that's the end of a rumbustious first half. Ends with a nice smile between many players, in particular from the man who scored the only goal of the half in the 17th minute. Ljungberg putting Arsenal ahead. Arsenal 1, Leeds United 0. So away we go on the second half, and Arsenal have won this fixture for the last 5 years. Balance of success has tended to be with the home club in matches between these two. 1-0 to Leeds at Ellen Road in November. That's Ashley Cole. Dimondi. Mathieu. 47th match in total between these two for league points at Highbury. 25-11 is Arsenal's lead. Somehow pulled out of the air by Henri. Perez gets away from Kelly. Wiltord couldn't make any real contact. Kelly looking as though frankly he needs rather more time to get back to the form that he had before the operation. Not been as forceful as Danny Mills. This is Vieira. Will towards. It's two. Thoroughly excellent goal again from Arsenal. And look at the turn here. And left Matteo and wide of Nigel Martin. Created by Vieira and the skill of Sylvain Wiltord, whose ability to turn on a sixpence has been one of the features of this Arsenal team in the second half of the season in particular. Should feel fairly comfortable now, Arsene Wenger. 15th goal by the man that he brought to add to the French contingent. 8th in the Premiership. Clear foul by Adams. Dixon had gone on the line, so Ferdinand moved forward and Dixon has to come off the line. Hart takes and scores beautifully! Totally fooled David Seaman. One minute his team seem out of it, the next minute they're right back in it. And that's been the story of the season from January on. Curling away. Arsenal's defence comprehensively beaten. Ori. High ball to Wiltord, good run by Ljungberg. Oh, he didn't make the touch, Ori. What a brilliant goal that would have been. But there was no finishing touch. And Nigel Martin, who had done all he possibly could, must have been a bit surprised to find the ball was just his for the picking up. Paducah has gone down in the challenge with Keown. And holding his face. Henry's still trying to work out how it was. It's not 3-1 Arsenal. Good running by Ljungberg. Played inside. And Martin did well. And Henry disappointed. The suggestion is that there was a bash across the mouth. Paducah trying to go in, and that is a clear elbow by Keown, although it seemed to be more in the back of the neck than the face. Oh dear, oh dear. Somebody's going to go off, and I think it might well be Mark Paducah now for taking that action. Going to be a yellow card, is it? Or is it going to be the red? It's only yellow. Well, he's lucky. But he obviously felt that the referee should have taken action against Keown. Cool. It's going to be Ashley Cole, whose name will go in the book. Well, it was a scissor challenge. Both legs coming in on Harry Kewell. Who probably thought he'd got on top of it, now finds he's got to be as sharp as attack again. Oh, and it hit the post! Ran all the way and hit the post. It's very unlucky, and the reverse applies to David Seaman. Back again by Hart, no flag, and rightly. Well won by Vieira. One Leeds player down, it's Lee Bowyer. Can't take your eyes off this for a second. And if you're the referee, you need several pairs. That was not a very good challenge by Dixon. And Bowyer, presumably with words about what happened in the edge of the box. The free kick will be taken again. And this is what happened to Bowyer. Well, that was totally unnecessary by Martin Keown. He's been just a touch over the top right from the word go, to tell the truth. He's a very competitive and very good player, but he's been a bit hyper today. Hart takes, out again by Perez. Definitely the balance of play is now in favour of Leeds United. Dacour. A lot of difference the Champions League makes. David Dean. No biting of nails. Vieira. And still Patrick Vieira. It's a free kick. No, just the throw. Is the final one. Arsenal will be back in the Champions League. David O'Leary's side battling back with real style after Ian Hart brought them back into the game at 2-1 with a finely struck free kick. But Tony Adams will lead his side to take the applause of the crowd in this last home game. Final score at Highbury is Arsenal 2, Leeds 1. How can there be such a gap between Manchester United and the rest?
I don't know. I can't give you an answer at the moment. I felt that during November and January we lost too many experienced players at the back, and we lost defensive stability. And if you compare the table and between Man United at home and Arsenal at home, you will find that we are top of the league. If you make the away games, and you will find that we are quite an average team, and that's down to defensive stability, I believe.
We were second to the ball everywhere. We were brushed off the ball. We didn't pass the ball well, didn't put two passes together. Nice and I believe in good passing football. And, you know, we were overrun today. We looked sluggish, and as I say, the best team won.
Well, some good football played in the game. It was a very niggly match, and apparently David O'Leary in the press conference after the game has complained about the conduct of Martin Keown with just cause, would you think? Or?
Yeah, probably. It was a bad-tempered game. There's a bit of history between the sides, and we could show about 4 or 5 incidents here. I mean, Keown's on the ball, Viduka's come to challenge, the arm comes out, it's high. I don't think he swung the elbow, but he's caught Viduka high, and should definitely have been booked. And then this one, he gets up here, he's challenged Bowyer, he gets up, he stands all over Bowyer. To me, that's another booking, so he's lucky to be on the pitch. But as I say, the players didn't do themselves any favour. Right for the word go, they were diving in when they should have been sort of staying on their feet. And although there was a lot of quality in the pitch, I wouldn't say that bad blood spoiled the game, but it didn't help it.
Well, Champions League place secure now for Arsenal. Very distant second to United there.
I think the priority at the start of every season for Arsenal is to qualify for the Champions League. They're in the cup final next week. And you would say, well, they'll be happy with that, but too far behind United. When the quality of player that they've got, Dennis Bergkamp was on the bench today, but Henry played his role. And watch him, don't watch the ball here, watch Henry. Brilliant movement. He's on his toes, ready for the ball to come, gets a yard of space, brilliant pass to Lundberg, gets in the back of the net. The next piece of play is absolutely sensational. Dixon picks it up, good movement. Good running off the ball, ball onto feet, spins, And the vision awareness to pick Dixon out here, and it's a terrific hit and a fantastic save. The control here is absolutely excellent. Ball played left-hand side, great control. Again, he waits for the support. Perez, good movement. But watch Henry here. He's not trying to get into the box. He's just standing there, comes to Wiltord, and it could have gone anywhere. And as I say, the quality they've got 1 to 11, putting on the pitch, you know, there's no way that Manchester United should have won the league by distance.
Arsene Wenger, though, gave an honest assessment there. He said defensive frailties, and that's something he's got to look for next season. He needs more defensive stability, but can he get that with an ageing rear guard?
Well, they'll still, the 3 of them, or the 4 of them will still be playing when they're 40, I think. The replacement's not doing good enough. That's the bottom line. I think this kid is absolutely fantastic. Cole at the back post here, Kuhl's on the ball, plays it to the back post, brilliant defensive cover, no problems at left back in the slightest. A great touch, heads it away. The goalkeeper's been fine. The other 3, it's like evergreens, they're playing out their skins, and you know, Keown here, Viduka, great challenge, no room for error. And then Tony Adams, when you talk about reading the play, this is a prime example. Boyer busts through the middle as he does. You watch Adams here. Comes across, tracks the run. When it's played into Boyer, he just backs off, picks it up, shows all the experience and composure you'd expect, and it's terrific. But here's the 3 of them. Dixon goes to the first one, closes it down quickly. Good challenge. Then when it's played forward, Keown, he's the second one.
But it's Adams next.
I wonder who's going to head this. No betting Pontefract, Tony Adams. You know, and if you look at the performance that the 3 of these had today, then you would say, you know, they're going to start next season. But it must be a concern because, you know, the 3 of them are really getting on in years. They can't play forever. And sooner or later, Wenger's got to replace them. But, you know, he's tried maybe 3 or 4 players already, and just not good enough.
It's worth taking a look at the Champions League standings as they are at the moment. I mean, Leeds, that defeat for them makes it very difficult, and Liverpool looking good.
Well, Liverpool have got the destiny in their own hands. They just need 1 win in the last 2 matches because of the superior goal difference, and they play Chelsea at home, Charlton away. I hope they don't leave it to the last game of the season, but you know, when you look back last year, what happened, you never can tell. But they're on a roll at the minute. Leeds United have got a big game coming up on Tuesday night, and Ipswich have had a fantastic season anyway, but they'll keep going right to the wire.
And